Hey everyone, welcome to my top 10 best skins of 2019. Now this year I had a hefty variety of skins that made this a tough list to conjure up. Most of the skins this season, in my opinion, were amazing. Like last year, this is a top 10 list because honestly, the good outweighs the trivial. I'll be doing something a bit different with this list. At the end of each segment, I'll be scoring each skin using percentages. Let's begin, shall we? Number 10, Blinky Chibi Giannis. Out of all the Chibi skins released this year, Blinky Chibi Giannis definitely stood out. Giannis already has some great skins, but something about cartoony effects and a tiny body makes this one of, if not, his best skin to date. What catapults this skin to the top of the Chibi list though is the voice pack by Sean Hennigan.
It is time to send you off to another world, one with vicious, angry dinosaurs or scary slime monsters.
He sounds just like Gur from Invader Zim.
Now, Gur!
Alert!
I don't know what you just said!
And that's enough reason to fall in love with him. Number 9, Freedom Overload Poseidon. This is the type of skin that I'd want Titanforge to explore more of. An over-the-top comedic take on a god or goddess is always a breath of fresh air on the battlefield. I love the design on this skin and its voice pack, voiced by Patrick McAllister.
Do you know that America is the one and true successor of the Roman Empire? I'd say Caesar is my great-great-great-great-great-granddaddy.
However, the ability effects are what make this skin deliciously cringy and absurd. And I mean all of that in a good way. But nothing beats the outrageous ultimate featuring a very ripped bald eagle who fights for our freedom one bicep curl at a time. This is the skin of today, this is the skin of America. Number 8, Snowstrix Raw. If you watched my top 10 list last year, you'll remember that I'm a sucker for ice themed skins. So it comes at no surprise that I would include one of the few that were released this year. In fact, we just had 2 ice and holiday themed skins released in the most recent patch. What makes Snowstrix Raw a tad better than those is its snowy owl guise and chilly visual effects, my favorite being the 3, an invigorating blizzard to cure all of your allies' ailments. All I know is that this skin is a damn hoot. Number 7, Pop Punk Hell. Giving Hell a skin where she's both a pop singer and a rock star seemed like a no-brainer a long time ago, which is why I was surprised that it took this long. However, it was executed impeccably. The visual and sound effects enhance the skin and its thematic substance. Rachel Messer does a great job voicing both stances.
How many metalheads does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They just embrace the darkness.
Really funny.
The only gripe I have with its voice pack is the lack of pop culture references that are present in Aphrodite's Diva skin. This skin also has 2 special emotes, one for each stance that just reinforces its place on this list. Number 6, Gadget Goblin Cupid. If you're going to give one of my main gods a skin, it better be damn good. Seeing the card art for this skin at first without seeing it in game, I was skeptical. But when I did, I fell in love with it. Notably with its voice pack by Howard Wang.
Oh, you laughing cause I'm short? Well, I'll be laughing after I kick the shit out of your shins, huh?
A mischievous, back-talking goblin with a rocket gun is something I never knew I needed in my life. Like I said, I might be a little biased because it's Cupid, but it also means that I have high standards for the skins that he gets. And this is one of those skins that I use more frequently. Do I like his Spooky Nightmare skin that was released this year too? Of course. This little goblin is just much more fun to play as. Number 5, Valkyrie's Rage Thanatos. Thanatos joined Khepri this year with not 1, but 2 gender bend skins. One of them worthy of being number 5 on this list, and the other, well, we don't talk about it. Valkyrie's Rage Thanatos is a gorgeous skin with the design and visual effects that make you forget that this is in fact the hand of death himself, or herself in this case. Amber Lee Connors does an amazing job voicing this skin.
I'll make sure the gates of Valhalla stay closed for you,
giving her both an alluring yet reverential presence. And although I don't play Thanatos much or at all, this is one of my favorites from his many. The design team at Titan Forge definitely pulled it off when constructing this skin and earns a well-deserved spot on this list. Number 4. Calavera Scotty. I've been wanting more Dia de los Muertos skins for a while now. I don't play Loki, so I never use this, which I approve of. It's a great skin. I was hoping a Mayan god or a Helix would be the recipient of this set themed skin, but I wasn't disappointed. This could have easily been on my worst skins list if they messed it up, because skins modeled after your culture get looked at with a magnifying glass, at least in my case. Alex Casares voices the skin remarkably, and it's probably my favorite element of Calavera Scotty.
Mess with the spirits, and they will mess with you. You have upset the Alebrije. You are in trouble now.
Don't get me wrong, the design of Scotty and Calder are outstanding, as are the visual and sound effects. I just love the voice pack to a greater extent, and I find myself overusing some of the VGS lines just so everyone can hear it. So props to the team who worked on this skin and voice actress Alex Casares. Number 3. Galaxy Shaper Nox. Now, I'm not a Nox player by any means, but I have to admit that her wardrobe is one of the best in the game. Seriously, most of her skins are top notch. And just when I thought that her beautiful Depths of Atlantis skin couldn't be topped, Galaxy Shaper was released. This skin looks like it could be the final stage of a tier 5 contender. The voice pack by Layla Berzins is nothing short of mesmerizing, and the design is dazzling.
I was at the birth of the universe, and I will live to see its end, and yours.
And like all Nox skins, the visual effects of her abilities are where she shines the most. Her kit is already flashy as it is, so it opens countless of opportunities to transform them into stunning displays like those seen in Galaxy Shaper. The sound effects are incredible and just complement this already colossal of a skin. Number 2. Mothman of Cobb. What I really love about this skin is the complete transformation from Cobb's default B form into a menacing and brooding moth. The dark color scheme is perfect for an incarnation as this one, and the red overtones throughout his body and wings are correlative of the overall theme and representation of the Mothman. I really like the voice pack by Brendan Blaber too.
There's nothing quite like the look in your eyes when that faint hope crumbles into despair.
Though it almost sounds identical in thematic form to the Shadow skins like Shadow Eater Bakasura and Shadow Spirit Apwash. Maybe they're neighbors on some big tree in a dark, desolate forest from a twisted fable. I kinda like that storyline. My favorite thing about the skin, however, are the hives. The attention to detail on them is miles ahead from any other AMC skin, and it highlights this comprehensive production. Before I introduce the number 1 skin, let's look at some honorable mentions.
My presence.
Helpless yet!
To be seen here.
The light has spoken! Rid us of these monsters! Hate shall be vanquished from this land!
Number 1. Crime Boss Kuzenbo. There's one thing the Smite community can always agree on unanimously, and that's more Kuzenbo skins. Especially when the demand for a skin sees the Kappa King himself wielding a gun. This skin was a long time coming, and Titan Forge did not disappoint. It checks off everything on the list. The voice pack by Jamison Price is exceptional, as are the design and visual effects.
You can't take me down! I'm untouchable! Hey! I finally got a gun! Took him long enough.
The Nene Kappas, however, are the stars of the show. They are, after all, the soldiers or grunts serving the mafia boss himself. Okay, I lied. His ultimate is definitely my favorite. I mean, a Reaper style ultimate with Tommy guns, that alone makes it a top tier skin in my eyes. So please, Titan Forge, more of these kinds of community requested skins to satiate our thirst for more Meme King content. Well, at least for a while. And that concludes another top 10 list for me. What were your favorite skins this year? If you haven't already, you can watch my least favorite skins in the link below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like my stuff and share my videos around. I can't wait to see what the new season brings us, so stay tuned for any future updates. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend and holidays. Goodbye.